Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Tundra Platinum in the color red. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 389 horsepower, 479 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 11,045 pounds, payload up to 1,664. Up front, you've got LED headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Across the front bumper, you've got these little brown nodules. These guys are the front parking sensors. On your grille up front here, you have the Tundra logo stamped in. Underneath the Toyota logo is your front-facing camera. Now, onto the side here, you have the dark 20-inch alloy wheels. You have your platinum badge on both of your front doors. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras underneath to contribute to the surround-view camera effect. Looking at either one of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting, and in the back here, we have the bed lamps turned on. These can be turned off or work automatically with opening and closing of doors. If you look between them, you'll find a little camera in there. We will talk more about the function of that in a minute. You also have a power retractable rear windshield. We'll talk about all of these in more detail when we get up front. Now, on the back of the unit, you've got backup parking sensors that go the full way across. Left-hand side, you have your 4x4 badge. Underneath, you have your hitch receiver and spare is mounted underneath. Then you have your Tundra logo stamped into the back. On the handle is your backup camera. To open up your bed space, you have a couple options. One of them is to reach in and press the button inside of your handle here. The second option we'll talk about as a way you can also use to close up the back. Now, looking inside of the bed space itself, of course, we have the bed lamp lighting. You have tie-down hooks here, bed rails with adjustable cleats, and on the right-hand side, there is an additional power outlet. Now, to close it up, you can reach down and go to manually lift this up. Once you get a couple inches upwards, the vehicle will take over and close itself the rest of the way. The other option can be used to open or close. It is this little button on the side of the taillight. Give it a press, and it will either open or close itself. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the black soft-tex leatherette. You have black and as well as blue stitching on the seats. In between the two sides, there is a folding-down armrest / cup holder. You can either have it up or down, depending on what needs you have. Then, if we look up top, next to your middle headrest or rear passenger headrest, you have this fabric strap. Reach up and release this guy to access the storage space in behind the seats, including where you have your toolkit for your spare. You also have one of your JBL speakers back here. You have the premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout the vehicle. Looking up overhead, you'll find a panoramic moonroof inside here, enjoyable for everyone inside. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your cup holders, as well as 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats on both sides in the back. So red for heat, blue for cool, and then split sides. Charger adapters down below. All new units come with both carpeted and rubber mat sets, and you can see one of these if we look underneath the storage on the bottom seats. Just lift these guys upwards. You can see the carpeted mat is down there at the moment, and the storage space goes the whole way across the rear bench. Now, if you look inside of your door here, you've got all of your storage spaces, more of your speakers, you have your power window control, and you have this built-in sunshade. So this guy can roll all the way upwards, lock into place up top, and helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without taking away their view of the outside. And when it is rolled all the way back downwards, it goes completely flush in there with your door frame. Now, back again to the handle and this little dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on here or inside the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, you have power windows for both front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. On the left, this allows the side mirrors to fold in flat with the body of your unit. You can keep it set to A for automatic, so then it will fold and unfold when you lock and unlock with a key fob, or you can manually adjust these guys at any point in time. Under that is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Underneath support is all the way up front there. Then hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, you have controls for your rear bed lamp lighting. automatic headlamps, automatic start-stop, your dash brightness, odometer, trip, rear parking sensors, AC 120 volts, and heated steering wheel. You also have the power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Hop up here, we'll take a closer look at the steering wheel itself. So like your seats, it is black leather with blue stitching. Left-hand side, controls there are for the dash display. Then you've got your hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. Looking on top here, you'll find this little cutout in your dash. If you look straight ahead, you'll see a couple of metrics being displayed up there. This is your heads-up display. This allows you to keep your eyes on the road, not having to take it on and off to see some of your most pertinent information. There's a few different things you can have displayed up here. Currently, this includes your compass as well as your speedometer. To the right, in the middle here, you have your storage cubby, 12-volt adapter on the left-hand corner of that, and underneath is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access a bunch of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, you are looking at your optional navigation. You can choose to connect this through Toyota Connected Services. Then, audio listening. This is AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout, such as this guy on the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle is Bluetooth connection for your personal device. Then you have two things in here. One is your typical trip info. The other is your massaging seat controls. So both the front passenger and driver seat have these controls. You can see all 5 of these different settings. There's the little light patterns showing you exactly what goes on with these guys. You can flip through them to see what they offer to you. And you also have control for all of these guys with the intensity, and you can turn it on and off with the power setting. Then at the bottom is general settings. So this is everything from personal profile, Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi display, sound media, voice search, software updates, etc. Underneath, volume control is the left-hand corner. Middle section is climate control. So dual climate control up front means driver and front passenger can either sync up temperatures or turn off the sync, allowing them to function independently from each other. Then you have on each side, just like in the back, 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats. Again, it is red for heat, blue for cool, driver's side, front passenger. Defrost for front windshield, rear windshield, and side mirrors is right in the middle. To the left, you have your push start ignition. Trailer brake controls are right here and right here. Then you have your surround view camera. So give that guy a press. Your infotainment will turn to this full surround view look of the unit. You can see I have the driver's door open right now, so there's a bit of distortion in your imaging, which is not typically present. You can also choose to get higher or lower from your vehicle at any point in order to see whatever you need to see, and you can pause anytime to continue facing the current direction. There's more adjustments for this in the bottom right-hand corner icon. To get rid of this screen, you can either press the same button you did to bring it up, or just hit the X in your top left-hand corner. Next to that is your traction control. You have 4 ways, and then your power tailgate release. Up front, parking brake and parking hold. Gear shift in the center there, 2-wheel 4 high and 4 low controls, driving and towing mode. Then up front, we have a wireless charging pad. So this guy is compatible with any wireless charging device. So see, you've got little bumpers that go along both the sides and bottom of this, ensuring any device put in here will be safe and secure. Having this means you don't have to worry about having charging cords on you ever again. Of course, if that is something you prefer, you do have options to have multiple different ways you can charge up a phone using a cord, and then there's still plenty of additional space surrounding that. Just behind it is your pop-away cup holder space. These guys can either be out and about or covered up. Then you have the console itself. Front tray here can be slid back to get quick, easy access inside, or you can open it from either side, press the button in, and swing it upwards. Interior light stems down from the back here. Then you've got lots of different storage arrangements, a couple of chargers going on the front end there. On the right-hand side, we get a good look at some of this ambient lighting. It's a little bit hard to catch a glimpse of this in the middle of the day here, but it does run all around the vehicle, and of course is a lot more prominent at nighttime. Up top here, you also have this very sleek platinum logo that is put into the right-hand corner there of the dash. Then you have more of the blue stitching on black leather. Lockable glove box is down below. Up overhead on the rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. Those guys are garage door openers. You've got a normal reflective rear view mirror here. You can flip the switch to turn it to a camera view behind yourself instead, though. So this takes advantage of that little camera that I pointed out between the 2 top rear bed lamp lights that we saw near the top of the video. This is really nice to have built into your vehicle in case you're ever driving and you have either cargo or passengers that are distracting you or causing a blockage of viewing the traffic behind yourself. If you've ever struggled with that, you do not have to any longer, as you can flip the switch and see clearly behind yourself without having to look through the cab to do so. On top of that, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, which includes the mood lamp lighting, aka your ambient lighting. Of course, you've got controls up top there for the panoramic moonroof, and then on the left-hand corner is your adjustments for your power adjustable rear windshield. You can take a look at it in action. Press the button in to have it roll down, pull the button up to have it roll closed. You can stop at any point along the way to suit your preference. Great little feature for getting extra airflow inside of your front cab space. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Tundra Platinum in the color red. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life's full choices. Let us be yours.